Hello everyone, I'm Dan Kim, and today I'd like to introduce my topic that I found through a CNN article. It is called IS-1GP, ISU-1GP, which is an official chair racing event in Japan. I first became interested in this topic because of an CNN article titled "The Toughest New Sport in Japan is Chair Racing of Chairs." Honestly, when I first saw this title, I thought it was just a funny local event, but after reading more, I found that it has official race formats, strict rules, and racers who compete with real commitment. So today I want to show how this sport goes far beyond its funny first impression. The basic format is simple. Three people, one office chair, and 2 hours of racing. A team of three takes turn riding a same chair and try to complete the most reps within the time limit. The course is usually about 200 meters long, so over 2 hours, this becomes a real endurance event rather than a short jog race. So even though the vehicle is an office chair, the sport itself is built around stamina, pacing, teamwork, and strategy. East 1GP began in Gyotanabe, Kyoto in 2010. It originally started as a way to bring people back to a local shopping street that had lost energy and visitors. A local organizer came up with the idea of creating an F1 style racing using office chairs, and that strange idea ended up becoming a real recurring event. So the origin of this sport is not just entertainment; it is also connected to local revitalization, revitalization and community identity. What I found especially interesting is that East One GP has a philosophy behind it. It is not just about making people laugh. The organizer present it as a way to show children and local communities the spirit of others who keep going, compete seriously, and do not give up easily. So even though the race looks humorous from the outside, the attitude behind it is actually sincere and disciplined. That contrast is what makes the event memorable. The rules also show that this is treated as a real race. The chair must remain basically standard, and racers are not allowed to turn it into a machine with powered modifications. The event is based on human power only, which means performance depends on entirely on the rider's body and technique. Also, because the race lasts 2 full hours, equipment durability and rider fatigue become part of the competition. So the format look may look funny, but structurally it is a demanding endurance race. There are also several related formats, not just the main 2 hour race. For example, there is a short sprint version of for the qualifying or first time participants, and there are shorter or more flexible versions for different groups. This shows that each 1GP is designed not only for serious competitors and but also for public participation. So it works both as a real competition and as a community event that welcomes a wider audience. I think this comparison with Formula One is actually very helpful. Formula One uses highly advanced machines, huge budgets, and professional circuits. Use one GP, on the other hand, uses a regular chair, human legs, and local shopping streets. But in terms of structure, it borrows the logic of motorsports, endurance, relay strategies, and race management. So in a way, it is a humorous version of motorsports on the surface, but a serious racing in spirit. What began as a local idea in Kyoto has now spread to many places across Japan. The event has been held in multiple cities, and it shows that it is no longer just a one-time novelty. It has grown into a recognizable national event with repeated races and a stable participant base. So the sport has clearly moved beyond its original small local setting. It is also gaining international attention because the visual image is so unusual. It spreads easily through news and social media. But what makes people keep paying attention is not just the humor. It is the fact that the participants are genuinely serious. They are not mocking the sports. They are truly competing in it. That is why East 1GP can be seen not as only entertainment, but also as a unique cultural expert from Japan. So East 1GP looks ridiculous glance, at first glance, but once we understand the format, rules, the history, and the attitude of the racers, it starts to look very different. It is not just people fooling around on office chairs. It is a real endurance competition built on teamwork, effort, and sincerity. And I think that the contrast between a silly appearance and serious participation is exactly what makes this sport so fascinating. Thank you.